I abuse contractors when they call to abuse me, says ex-governor Umahi and the current Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hello everyone, welcome to newsspottv. The current Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, on Thursday disclosed that contractors during his tenure as Ebonyi State Governor had access to him. According to Umahi, when the contractors reach out to abuse him, he takes turn to abuse them also, adding that it is freedom of speech. He further stated that he had one line and responded to phone calls and text messages when he was governor. Umahi, while speaking on Channels Television, charged contractors in this country to be willing to change the country's infrastructure system in Nigeria. The minister said, "When I was governor, I had only one line and I responded to all text messages and phone calls. They call me to abuse me and sometimes I abuse them back. That is the beauty of democracy, freedom of speech, and I'm also human. If you just abuse me unduly, without any reference to the job, I will find a mild way to also abuse you back by telling you to be reasonable, not that I am going to use foul language." The former governor of Ebonyi State also warned against the misappropriation of public funds in office, adding that there are consequences attached to the act. He said, "In my reviewing process of the books, I have not seen the likelihood of anybody taking money from the project. They are giving money out. They are giving money from their legitimate profit. It is not the problem of people taking money from them. They have to make up their minds to work for Nigeria. They have to make up their minds that this is public funds, and I tell people that public funds have a lot of problems because when you take public funds without using it to work, you're taking lives and it has a lot of consequences." Umahi also stated that President Bola Tinubu will allocate funds for the construction of quality roads across the country. The minister noted that the significant issue encountered in road development is the construction cost. Okay, so this is what Dave Umahi has said, because as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has inaugurated his new set of governors and told them that they are to work for Nigerians and not just for their constituencies, that the task ahead of them is not child's play, and the level of expectations are very, very, very high, and no one will be spared for not being productive or doing the needful as required. Now, people, of course, know that when it comes to government work, especially at the level of being a governor, a lot of things are involved. Allocation of contracts, which is like the main things to get things done in governance. And of course, we know about budget padding, contract padding, and all of that kind of thing. And the bureaucracy involved in in boosting and just adding more to contract so as to be able to, pay the powers that be, giving them their percentages. A lot of people have complained forever about how when the contract is being granted, even before it's granted, you have to oil the palms of the powers that be, those that would, the files or the proposals will pass through their table. You have to give them their percentage, or else you are going to be frustrated. And at the end of the day, when all this bribery and corruption goes on, the contractor is barely left with anything to be able to execute a meaningful project. Thus, the doing of shabby work all over. And whenever, maybe per chance, the contractor is called upon to come and give account of why such a shoddy job is done, fingers are pointed, or in some cases not pointed, and the case will just die down like that. That's how a lot of times, contract work has been in our country. Now, as the current Minister of Works, that David Umahi is, he's trying to give us an insight of how it was for him as the governor of Ebonyi State. And the question we are going to ask him is this going to continue? When the contractors call, you're going to abuse them? Does it change anything? Does it make the work get done very well also? So I don't know why, our politicians just like scratching the surface without letting us have a good idea of how effectively they plan to work or run their ministries or any political position they are given. What's your opinion on this? We just hope that, the ministers are just trying to check the books to see how far the ministries they've been allotted to are being and how to bring the best. But I think, a good leader should be able to share your plan, because a lot of our politicians just get into the place and there's no plan, and they will just keep jumping into this puddle to another one, then to another one, and to another one, and before we know it, too many mistakes, no reviews, no feedbacks, and sometimes not even concentrating at the real task at hand, or getting the professionals who are going to be able to help them push through with genuine interest. What's your opinion on this? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.